happening? You know what's going to go down here. It's 3 o'clock. It's a Monday, not your usual Foodie and Friends day, but we are kicking off Houston Restaurant Weeks. I'm Ruben Beignets. That's Katie Stone. Katie, introduce our very special guest.
Welcome, everybody. And yes, it is Monday. You can catch Ruben and I every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for Foodies and Friends HRW edition. And joining us today at his own restaurant, of course, brand new, the Big Casino Kitchen owner, Brian Fasthoff. And you definitely know where we are because for the past 10 years before this was where Batanga was. And I know that you have been to Batanga before.
Long time ago. Yes, of course.
But Brian was a participant in HRW before. So you're not, this is not new for you. You know the game, you know the drill, you know how to win. Yep. But, we're so excited to hear about this new restaurant and to take a look at your menu. And
well, thank you. I appreciate you guys having us on. It's nice to be back with you guys. I guess we did for probably the whole decade. We did the HRW.
And thank you so much.
Of course. You guys do amazing work. So it's a pleasure and honor. But so we opened up about 6 weeks ago. It's the old Batanga space. So we're down at 908
It's Congress. A good looking space. I like what you guys did.
It's completely different.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Put a lot of heart and soul into it, I guess.
Yeah.
But the name, the Big Casino Kitchen and Bar, is actually an homage to a gambling hall that used to be here back in the 1880s.
Oh, very cool.
So there's no gambling in Houston.
There isn't anymore. Prohibition shut it down, and then this space became a place called the Royale Club back in the day. So that we have a bunch of historic pictures and stuff like that surround it. Kind of tells the story of a little bit of downtown Houston.
Yeah,
love it.
Let's get right to it.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna talk appetizers like right out of the gate here, and some of my favorite little appetizers. Take us through it. What are we looking at?
These are super simple. They're basic, but not basic, but delicious. But they're classic deviled eggs. So everybody's always had them at cookouts and everywhere else. Ours are deviled eggs with crisp bacon, a little bit of chives, and smoked paprika to get a little bit of that smoky flavor in there as well.
Yeah, so easy peasy, nothing complicated.
Nothing complicated. It's one of those little joys, especially in the summertime.
Yeah, man, it's a fan favorite.
They're great. They're
great.
They're really
it's hard to find the person that doesn't like a good deviled egg, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It does. It seems like, if you, let's just say you eat 2 eggs for breakfast.
Yeah.
But people put 8 halves in front of you.
Yeah.
You're gonna eat
and you're
4
like,
eggs.
I can eat all of those, right?
They just keep coming.
They're like party favors.
Exactly.
If you do meet someone that does not like a deviled egg, be very suspicious of that human being.
Oh, 100%.
I would agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
What somebody said, what did I hear the other day? The deviled eggs are the kind of dish that people don't ever rave about and brag about, but they're the first thing gone at the party.
Mm-hmm.
I would 100% agree with that.
Yeah, and I never heard that before. I'm like, yes, like 100%.
Okay.
They always fly off the shelves.
Katie, I'm going to give you a plate.
Okay, I'm ready for some deviled eggs.
Brian, just in case.
I like my eggs extra doubly.
Extra
double.
All right.
Get in there.
Extra doubly.
Enjoy.
So now this is one of the dishes that you guys are offering on your Houston Restaurant Weeks menu.
Correct.
And tell us about what you guys are doing this year. Are you doing brunch, lunch, dinner?
So right now we, if you remember the old space too, we have an incredible patio. We just redid the patio as well. So there's actually a 16 by 10 foot LED video wall outside for later on for games and that kind of stuff. Yeah, sure.
I have to interrupt.
What happened?
No, I'm so sorry.
I have to eat one.
Mr. Ruben Dominguez,
Come on now.
26.
Come on now. Come here, you little.
This actually may be one of the best deviled eggs I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
Like I am, Lord. Carolyn.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm not even kidding you. We have to stop the show now.
Feed the crew.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
Well, that's good.
Brian.
Well, at least we hit a home run with number 1, right?
I mean, right? Ruben.
Yeah. Some reaction. All right. Well, it's good.
That's really good. I might have to take some of these home.
That's really good.
I can get you some.
Well done. We're off to a roaring start.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue your menu. I'm sorry. Back to the business.
So so we will have brunch eventually. It's just obviously y'all have seen in the last 2 months what the weather's been like in Houston. It's brutal right now. But once it breaks, we will start doing brunch as well.
Yep.
Whole new revamped patio space. So
this is going to be a fantastic brunch, like absolute Houston hotspot for brunch because you have this huge screen.
Yep.
And there's a surprise on the screen, you guys. It's the HRW, logo, but it's like 2 stories tall. It's very cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad we were able to get it up for you guys today too.
Really
But
nice.
we'll keep that rotating through the whole month as well.
Oh, thank you.
so-
Oh,
I love it.
another
I
dish.
think we have another appetizer.
Another
Okay.
dish. Yeah.
Something else just landed. I like this.
What's this, Brian?
They're coming through here.
It looks
Oh, yeah.
good.
What do we got? It's with ricotta. So we take
Ooh.
ricotta cheese, kind of beat the crap out of it. if you like
Yes.
to. It's done with a little bit of toasted baguette and a little honey and black pepper. And the black pepper is actually really good. I think there's a little bit of rosemary in there as well.
I love that.
Black pepper kind of gives it that pop. So it's actually it's a really nice dish. Again, something that's easy but delicious.
And that's what I, one of the things I do love about ricotta, it can take a beating.
Yeah, it can.
It's the Timex of cheeses.
That's why it's whipped.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't even know what we're talking
Yes,
about right here,
sir.
but
Look
I
at it.
would like some of the honey. No, I love the honey.
It's coming your way.
On the ricotta. Yeah, no, it's good.
It's coming your way.
Again, also on your HRW menu.
Yes. Everything we're going to serve today is on the menu.
Yep. Very good. Very good. And then are these now? You mentioned you guys just opened about 6 weeks ago. So the menu items on your HRW menu are also found on your regular menu.
Yes, we did. We are going to keep those on the regular menu. Yes.
Well, that's wonderful. We love that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's some of them are just some of the favorites we've had so far. Things that are easy to deal with. You don't want to I always use the expression, you don't want to put a bowl of soup on that thing. When we used to be a tapas restaurant, it was always kind of a challenge to figure that out. But again, another easy dish, but real savory. You have the sweetness of the honey, a little bit of that black pepper,
Like
crunchy
really,
bread.
really
So
good. Yeah.
it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
And these are the kinds of dishes that people come back for, right? Like
Yep.
they remember, at least I do,
They're going to come back for those deviled eggs.
the deviled eggs. I have spots in Houston that I go specifically for with ricotta,
Oh wow, very cool. Hopefully we'll be one of your spots too.
You absolutely are. And for the deviled eggs too. I'm absolutely blown away.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a short sample size for you. I know only been over 6 weeks, and as you know from when you were down here with Batanga, downtown living has really exploded.
Yep.
You've got you're in between two enormous high rises.
Yeah, actually
So-
a third one actually, not too
So
bad.
have you noticed that you're getting mostly those kind of customers that live downtown, crowd, or you got an equal mix of people visiting and coming to downtown for entertainment and eating out?
I mean, downtown still, even though the population has grown of residents, it's still a destination spot, I think, for a lot of people.
Right.
We're one of the only true neighborhoods, I think, in Houston that's kind of walkable. You can hit Main Street, you can start here.
Oh, absolutely.
And you
Go to
have-
Edo, go to the Astros
you get-
game, whatever.
Icon across the street from us, you got
Theater
Market Square
district.
Park,
Yep.
Theater District's a block away.
You're in a good spot.
Main Street's got 10, 15 bars up there.
Mhm.
Everybody can walk up and down. So it's kind of one of those areas where like you have like a staycation. Come and watch a movie in the park, grab
Totally.
dinner here, stay at Icon.
Good point.
So it's it's a good little neighborhood feel down here. So,
Yeah. And you're smart in, Ruben mentioned the decor and the atmosphere. You're smart in really, constructing it in a way that it's very comfortable and easy to just walk in, have a seat. There's lots of lounging sofas. And
Yeah.
I personally enjoy that.
I do
And
too.
having that choice, like, some people don't always enjoy sitting on a high top, for whatever reason. Some people want the low, but you've got everything. You've got armchairs, sofas, recliners,
Yeah, I didn't really think about that, but yeah, we do.
Yeah,
During kitchen hours, we're really a craft cocktail bar that serves small plates, Texas focused small plates is what we're calling it. Our consulting chefs Ben McPherson, he's been with us off and on for years
Yep,
and
we're
years.
gonna
Years,
talk
great
to
guy.
him in a few minutes.
He'll be up here in a
actually.
little bit. But
Where
I'm
is
with
Chef-
you.
Where is Ben? Yeah, let's find Ben.
He's around. He's working.
He's here.
We
He's
do.
working.
I
We
actually
hope he's
agree with
here.
you. I like the loungy kind of atmosphere.
Well, I mean, especially since, what you're talking about, downtown is much more, bustling these days. People are moving back, people are living here. And I have a few girlfriends that have, the really nice, like brownstone-ish
Correct.
condos here. And, you make this place really homey and it's just easy to hang out.
It's super simple, and like I said, for dinner time, it's easy. Brunch is going to be easy. Late nights on the weekends, we also do events. We've been doing a lot of events lately.
Yeah.
We have a really, besides that big LED wall outside, which has your logo on it right now. It's rotating, but
I love it.
but it's
There's a photo of it on the Houston Restaurant Week's Instagram. If you guys
check
go
it out,
take a look,
people.
it's very cool.
yeah, we'll get one at night, so it'll be
Yes, the
it'll be
lights.
beaming.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, we do a lot of big events. Starting to book Christmas parties already. We have a
Oh,
space
wow.
that can hold
Good.
250
Great.
people, something like that. So it's good. It's one of those things we're just kind of starting off again and getting our footing, but it's
Yeah.
been really
I love
good
it.
so far.
Do we want to?
Yeah, we got another dish.
Do you want to describe this dish, or should we swap out? What do you think?
I can do this, and Ben can handle the
All right,
other.
let's take a look. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, it looks like on your entree
It is ready,
menu.
yeah.
Ruben's ready to get into it.
I'm very curious about there. There it is. Okay. So sorry about the camera, guys. There, it's a little tight. I'm going to try to adjust.
There we go.
There we go. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so these are pollo asado. So they're
Come on now.
They're chicken tenderloins. Those are done with achiote and marinated for quite a long time. Actually, they're delicious. They're tender. They're done on elotes, which is obviously very popular here in Texas.
Yeah.
So it's roasted corn. Ours are a little different because we have grana padano cheese and cotija.
Yeah.
And then obviously a little bit of mayonnaise, red onions, cilantro. It's kind of like
That's one of my
it's like
favorite
corn
things.
crack.
It's one of my favorite things.
It's really, really good.
I'm so glad this has become popular. And you can find it in more and more.
I know,
places.
right? You find them everywhere now. This one,
Katie's excited about something. What
I
happened,
am
Katie?
so excited
happened?
about this dish. Oh my goodness. And this is, and I just have to say, we're gonna bring Ben on here in a second, but I do want to say that, I'm very appreciative for guys like you, right?
Okay.
Because you really know how to make a very good HRW menu. And that's not only important for the restaurant and also raising funds for the food bank, but it's in respect of my mother, right?
Of course.
Who Cleverly Stone, who you knew for years and did TV and radio. Yep. So I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for your support. And of course, now with your new restaurant, it's just an honor to continue with you.
Well, the work you guys do, and like every year I get to see how many people were fed and how much money was raised, all that kind of stuff. It's absolutely astounding what you guys are doing.
Oh my God.
I love the seasoning on this.
Wait a minute.
So it's an adobo, right?
Yeah, asada. Close to
asada,
yeah.
Oh my
So
goodness.
the corn's like crack.
The corn's fantastic. Chicken's
I
great.
might need a gallon to
Right?
go. Do you sell this in gallons?
Yes.
He said yes, they do.
We can make it available.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my goodness.
That's good, right?
I mean, talk about sneak peek to HRW, you guys. This is kicking off with a pretty killer menu. Oh my goodness. What's your favorite dish on this menu, by the way? I mean, I know we've already established that this is
probably
slightly addictive.
That's one of them. Be honest with you, there's one more coming that Ben will introduce you here in a little bit. The crawfish beignets that are fantastic. Someone got it.
All right, we're gonna swap out here. So Brian, thank you so much. We're gonna swap out and bring our lovely consulting chef, Mr. Ben McPherson.
There he is. What's up, Ben?
Hello,
Hey, guys.
hello.
How's
welcome.
everybody doing?
Saddle up, baby.
Welcome.
So far you're batting 1,000.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
we're a little blown away here, by the way. I know that you were friends with my mama. I know you did a lot of stuff with her, and you shared some very sweet memories from early on in your career. But I am very, very happy to meet you, my friend,
It's great to meet you
this
too.
food is outstanding. I mean, talk about a way to kick off.
We've only had 3
HRW.
dishes. We still have 6 more to
All
go.
right, bring it. What's this next one?
All
Tell
right,
us
so
what it is.
next up we have the sizzling tenderloin tips. So it is
Ooh.
USDA choice tenderloin. We're serving it on a little cast iron skillet. It comes out sizzling, but what makes it sizzle is the butter we're doing. So we're doing a 4 different peppercorn butter with some Worcestershire.
Yes, sir.
And then we just black pepper, salt, just griddle with searing them rare, medium rare, and just a little bit of green onions on top of it. It's also got a little lemon juice in there too for like good acidity,
Nice.
salt,
I mean,
fat, acid.
this is what we call serious food. This
Beautiful.
is so. A friend of mine texted me over the weekend, and he said that he was having some serious food, and, and I knew that that's what that meant. I knew that this was serious, legitimate, very
Well, food is serious, but at the same time, we have a lot of fun. We kind of do whimsical. So the idea of here with our cuisine is that we are staying true to like Texas tradition and Texas ingredients. So kind of fajitas, but steak, steak,
I love that. Presentation.
So so just kind of have a little fun with that. And then, some of these other dishes, we're using a lot of like ingredients that are in season. They're either out of the Gulf or grown by local farmers.
I love that. I love it. It looks great.
It's hot.
Yeah, I want y'all to try this. It's very hot. I'm going to slide it towards the middle.
Turn this over.
Try not to sear the wires.
I mean, it's just a beautiful dish. Did you get a?
Oh,
little
so-
bite?
I
There
will.
you
No,
go.
it's okay. I skipped over you.
No, you're fine.
So I'm just gonna kind of
I was gonna go in
little
here.
hot.
Yeah.
I'll get in here, and then. Yeah.
Oh,
That's the-
okay. Okay. Yo, these guys are not playing.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
I mean,
The butter
especially for being open for 6 weeks. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, talk a little bit about the complexities of not
So-
only opening a restaurant, but then getting ready for HRW.
Yes,
in a short period
it's
of
been
time.
interesting. Brian and I go back, I think you said earlier, for a long time. So we have a really good choreography working with each other. And our energies are very easy. So putting the menu together is kind of, we have a 25-year relationship. We're easy, just like a lot of the stuff was his ideas, and then I take it and I figure out how to create it.
Right.
Because Brian is just, he's not only my best friend, he's been my mentor, boss for years. And so it's just kind of,
That's so
and so that's why it's
cool.
kind of fun to be here helping him
Yeah.
out, set up his, to create like a fun, energetic vibe.
Mhm.
Because, it's like we go out, eating, when you go out, it's like, it's about having fun with friends and with, with people we love to be with, or
Yep.
even business. So to an extent where, it's about entertainment, it's about hospitality.
Mhm.
And so that's what Brian is trying to create here, where it's a fun drink menu. They've got, a late night bar program. The menu itself is just like things that are fun, easy to eat, that can be shared very easily. Or, if you want to just eat your own individual dish, we have it set up that way
That's
too.
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. All right, we got another one out here. This is beautiful.
Yes.
I'm excited about this one.
So I my background is I've had a pasta Italian restaurant, but now I'm primarily into consulting, and also I make pasta for a lot of restaurants around
Yeah,
town.
This is your
Yes,
pasta,
it's called boat pasta. So here we have a ravioli filled with Gulf crab and summer corn.
Yeah.
With that, we made like a crab butter with a little bit of lemon, and then some tomato confit, which you cook down very, very slowly in extra virgin olive oil, like overnight slowly, so it concentrates the tomato flavor.
Right.
And then some crab on top. So this dish is all like the epiphany of summer to me personally.
Yes.
And then my background, so it's kind of a little showcase of what I do on his menu here. So
I love that.
just like super bright, vibrant, but
Yeah.
a little bit of rich with that crab butter on there.
So there's a butter theme
Oh,
that I'm picking up on. That's just kind of
I
running
didn't
through
mean
the.
to.
No, that's fine. It's just running through the dishes. But gosh, this is a beauty right here.
It looks.
Katie,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
time I am going to get some before passing
Yeah,
it to
no,
you.
go
So usually I want to make sure it's ladies first.
But the dough is
but
green.
I
I make
can't wait.
the dough with basil. So it's like it's everything summer that I could possibly put on a plate. And I grew up on the Gulf Coast. I'm not actually from Houston, but I grew up off of like Dauphin Island and Gulf Shores,
Yeah.
that
Yeah, I
area.
know.
Actually, I'm from a little town called Fairhope. But I grew up crabbing and shrimping in the summertime. And so this is like everything to me, because my
Yeah.
grandfather grew corn and tomatoes, and then I ended up getting into Italian food, because my dad lived in Italy later on in life
Oh,
when I was
yeah.
in culinary school. So it's kind of just like kind of like my own
Yes.
personal little history of food comes from the soul, but also comes from generations. And my family was very big with growing. We had gardens and growing and catching our own food growing up.
Those tomatoes are fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
just keep
That-
talking.
Yes. I love-
Seriously,
listen.
just keep going.
So
We're-
what makes
we're
it, let's talk
fine.
the tomato. So when they cook very slowly, it's called confit. So we
Mhm.
cook it very slowly in extra virgin olive oil. And so they're kind of dehydrating a little
Mhm.
bit and concentrating the flavors. But the fat just kind of really helps it just like bring it along.
That's
because the
fantastic.
tomatoes
I
brings
think-
up the
I think
acidity in tomatoes.
In a dish like this, people kind of like don't really think about the tomatoes.
But
But this, I'm telling you, it stands out and it's perfect. It just works together so well. The crab is great,
Yeah.
and that pasta, man, oh my god.
I mean, I will come here for just that dish.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other dishes, but what I'm saying is, I would say to myself, I want that pasta dish, and I'm coming to this restaurant.
Thank you. Yeah,
Oh,
it,
my
yeah.
goodness.
It's it's
I
on
don't
all
even know
kinds
what
of
to
restaurants
say.
around town. Their
You know,
menus.
Are you?
So
yeah.
the thing is, and you talked about the peppercorn butter and the other thing. It's like you get the butter,
Mhm.
but it's not just like slathered in
No,
butter.
I'm not. No,
You
it's
know,
not. We're not making like
it's
heavy butter
It's such
sauces.
a nice balance.
We're just
Like,
finishing. We're
No,
just
it's
finishing
it's
with butter.
perfect.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
And
kind
you
of like
perfect.
Frenchy technique.
Yeah,
where
and
you
you're
always
nailing
finish
it.
with a little bit of butter at the end.
You're killing it, my friend.
But you know
Oh,
what?
good.
What's so interesting is, I'm just meeting Ben for the first time. I've known Brian via email for a few years, but the first thing that Ben shared with me today when we met was, and I'll let you say a little bit, but was that my mom was very helpful early on in your career.
Yes. So it was a funny, quick story. So when we were doing opening for Batanga, I was the original chef of Batanga, and I actually created the food concept of it. It was my very first restaurant to fully create an entire menu on my own and execute it. And I was just a consultant. And I was going to go back to Atlanta because I spent most of my career in Atlanta. And I did it cleverly. And we did a paella on the patio. And it was wintertime and it was windy. And we had the big paella stand, but the wind kept blowing out the fire. But in God's blessing, just as we went live, it stayed lit.
The wind died down.
Stopped.
We nailed sucrate on the paella was perfect.
I have an idea about why that happened.
Live.
That's
And
great.
live TV is the hardest thing ever.
Is it? Ruben
just-
Dominguez. How fun and difficult is live television?
It was just like, I just sat there and it was just like, wow, that just happened.
Yeah. So that was your first time.
Yeah, that was actually my first time doing live TV. Also, I'd done in Atlanta. I'd done like pre-recorded
Tape
stuff.
segments.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
And so I was sweating.
You were,
Yeah.
you were traumatized slightly.
But you got through it. And it was
I got
it was
through it
probably
without
fantastic.
having a nervous breakdown.
It was
And
probably
just
fantastic.
like at the end, I was like, I cannot believe that just happened.
Yeah.
And your mom was like, she's like, oh, if it happens, I'll coach you through it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was like, here we go. And she was so just like
Easy peasy.
loving and just
I love
like easy.
No, it's so sweet, and she.
Hang on, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Foodie cam.
Yes.
Yes.
Keep going, Katie,
Foodie
but
cam.
I want to get this
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Yes, for sure. We're
I don't
getting,
want to run out.
but it's so sweet to hear those kinds of
Yeah.
stories about
The
her
history
influence, and I can see why she liked you so much
It was
because
great.
these dishes,
Ben's
like,
very likable.
I mean,
He's incredibly
yeah,
charismatic.
I can see why she knows.
Ben?
She knows
Y'all,
talent.
okay, so
What is happening here, Ben?
so we did a savory beignet.
Woo!
Yay! So whenever everybody orders the kitchen, everybody's like, beignet. So we're like, beignet. So anyway, so here I kind of, you get beignets with powdered sugar. So we're doing a fun, savory, sweet version where inside of it's got crawfish with green onions, and we did some roasted poblano.
Oh my.
And we kind of did the trinity with onions, poblano, celery in the inside. Some Tony Chachere's because
Yeah.
keep
The OG.
it real,
The OG.
and then we have crystal hot sauce and powdered sugar. And so you kind of got sweet and spicy
We
going on,
like
and
sweet
the
and
acidity.
spicy.
So it's just fun, just food to eat is what I'm trying to create
I'm
here.
ready for some fun.
And I just growing up I like beignets for everything on Sundays.
Love that.
Yeah. So here I'm
All right, Katie.
yeah.
Yes, Katie first.
I
Katie first.
mean, you-
Guys,
Yeah,
so if you're looking on your screen right now, 908 Congress. There's the phone number. Have you guys been really busy?
It's ramping up
Because once HRW kicks off, are you going to recommend
Yeah.
reservations for folks?
I would highly recommend
Okay.
reservations. Just so it's just easier on restaurants to make sure that they're prepared and ready to go.
Yeah.
Right.
And you want to make sure you get in.
Yes.
To eat. You don't want to go somewhere and
and
not
just
be
so
able
it's a
to
hassle
sit.
free to dine out.
I just want to show you guys.
But they're very accommodating to walk-ins. Downtown is obviously an entertainment area where you can bounce around between Bravery and the bars, and and then there's other restaurants down here. But definitely a big casino right here. I don't know if Brian went on like the whole with the
He did.
history of the corner and everything.
Kind of touched
So
on it, but it's a great,
yeah,
it's a great
yeah,
talk.
it's a really great piece of history here
I
in
can't believe
Houston.
how good this is.
Thank you.
I can't believe.
Yeah, so Louisiana crawfish. Just having fun.
I can't believe how good it is.
I love
It's
it.
mind
little
blowing.
bit- little
Oh
bit
my
of spice.
God, they have dessert.
Yeah,
A little bit of spice.
No.
yeah. You ready for me to go into desserts?
Oh my God.
Okay, so desserts. Okay, so we think about casino. So the idea. So we also have like a casino burger where we serve it with the traditional, like where you get room service with the little
Nice.
ketchups,
Yeah,
and like we get that because like when you're don't want to leave the hotel room and
yeah.
you order. So anyway, so I wanted to do traditional hotel traditional desserts, classics.
Yep.
Right.
So starting off, we have a key lime pie.
Okay.
Just super simple, y'all. Just your basic key lime pie, a little custard with the fresh key limes, and then we just a little bit berries and some whipped cream, and that's
Have
straightforward.
you ever had a key lime pie on any of your menus before?
Never.
No.
Never in my entire life. It
Did
was the very first.
Did you not? Did you know that this was my mother's favorite?
I
dessert?
did not know that.
Well, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
I'm going to send this over to Katie.
Well,
Katie,
somebody must
please.
be talking
Katie's
to
waiting for it.
somebody.
And look what's coming up next. Boom.
All right.
Oh boy.
So then we have a New York style cheesecake,
Yes,
baked
sir.
cheesecake.
Big cheese.
We use a little bit of mascarpone in there. Just baked it. Just a little bit of fresh berries, y'all. I once again, sometimes things are just better left just done straightforward classics.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm kind of staying with this.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, you get into some of these situations, and they're like, "This is my marble double chocolate cheesecake with dragon fruit,"
Yeah.
and you're like,
you
"It doesn't even taste like a cheesecake."
No.
I'll be truthful. I've never been a great pastry chef. I actually, in culinary school, I actually failed one of my pastry classes. I had to take it twice.
Right.
But I still I love it, but it's not my best foot forward.
Yeah.
So sometimes I
Does
do
it
play
taste
safe.
good?
Yes.
Come on.
I
Yeah,
play
but
safe, and
that's
usually we hire I hire a pastry chef.
Okay. All right. Hey,
All right, y'all. So
this is beautiful.
yes.
This is
Beautiful.
beautiful right
Yeah.
there.
So next up, we have a flourless chocolate torte.
Oh man.
Dark, rich chocolate.
Yeah.
It has a bit of saltiness in it, and underneath it, I did a classic. One of my favorite chefs in the world is Daniel Balloon,
Sure.
and he does a red wine raspberry sauce, and so you get that rich raspberry with the rich red wine reduction. Just super classic. And Danielle, if you ever go to Cafe Balloon or Danielle in New York's amazing. Super inspirational to me as a chef. So anyway, I kept it with that and just your classic flourless torte.
That's a beauty. Oh
Yeah.
I gotta say, man, you guys, this is quite a menu, Katie.
I think we need
quite
to
amazing.
take some photos with you and the chocolate torte because you kind of match.
With me and yes.
You do.
You really can you just hold it up please for the camera
colors
and
are
just be a
totally
little and just
See
we've
if
got
I
our
get the
guest cam.
There.
And we gotta get the red in there.
We gotta-
Tilt it a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
look at that. Look
That
at
would
that.
be very
Yes.
Christmas card photo.
Yes, this was my chocolate torte shirt.
There you go.
Man, I love that. I love that
Yeah.
so much.
We've got 2 more minutes, but
Yeah.
tell everybody where they can find you if they want to follow you guys.
So-
at
Social,
events.
Yes.
all that
So
good stuff.
so Big Casino on Instagram. It's at the Big Casino.
I think
it's spelled
it's
out
at
the Big Casino,
The Big
Houston.
Casino, Houston. Yep.
Bar
Look at
and
that.
kitchen.
I
Yep.
love it.
Follow me personally. I do at Bo Pasta, BOH Pasta.
Mhm.
I just a wholesale pasta company right now. And then here this coming fall, I will be at the farmers markets around town, also selling pasta. And I've
Oh.
created a sauce line that's all Singaporean sauces.
Oh.
My girlfriend or my best friend is she's from Singapore, and so her grandfather was a Singaporean chef.
Oh, nice.
I don't want to kind of steal the show, but totally did.
Oh, how fun! And your
So-
pasta is it
Sorry.
gluten free or?
I do know. I only do
just
fresh
regular
pasta,
yeah.
traditional to the classic way it's made in Italy.
All right, I'm sold. I need to check that. So
Yeah.
where's Pasta headquarters?
Pasta headquarters is kind of at a
Secret location?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
okay,
just
that's
doing wholesale.
Like the
I'm not
Bat
doing-
Cave.
Yeah, I don't have like a retail right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will be at the farmers markets coming this fall. I'm working
Okay.
on packaging.
And-
Okay.
And
All right.
licensing.
Okay. I
Come
love that.
here to
And get it. Order
try
that
out
ravioli
your
for
incredible
God's
Definitely
sake.
come here for the
HRW
pasta.
menu.
Order
and-
it.
and
Woo.
everything
Order
else
it
we've
because
created.
that's amazing. Well,
Yeah.
6 weeks in, it looks like you guys are off to a rolling start, man.
Yeah.
I think
Thank
by
you,
the
guys.
time HRW is over, you're going to have a lot of return business. You're going to have a lot of customers that are going to be like, yeah, this is.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're saying it so early,
Mhm.
but cleverly, Katie and I always have kind of our list of places we want to return
Yes.
as civilians.
as humans,
And you
yeah.
got and for,
Human
and,
civilians.
and for 20th anniversary of HRW, you're the first on the list.
Thank
you,
So
guys.
we
That's an
definitely
honor.
want to
I'm
come
very
back.
humbled
we're
by that.
coming
Thank
here
you.
for
Oh,
sure.
come on,
Yeah,
man.
this
Everything everything was incredible, man.
Yeah,
And,
definitely one to
yeah.
hit for sure.
keep up including the butter in all of your in
There's
all of,
only two
Yeah,
of the
and-
dishes, but
it keep the magic
Cheesecake
happening,
was
keep the
Is
cheesecake
it
happening.
Really,
Yes.
really legit.
All right, guys,
Yeah,
listen,
really
we're gonna
good.
jump
Yeah.
out of here. Katie, give
Oh
certificate
yeah,
giveaways.
that's right. You guys remember, of course, every day, every 24 hours is a $100 gift card giveaway on the Houston Restaurant Week's social media on Instagram and Facebook. So every 24 hours at 10 a.m., you get on there, click refresh, and be the first one on there. All you have to do is tag 2 people, and you're eligible to win. So
You're literally leaving money on the table.
yeah, every single day.
If you're not
We
doing
began
this.
July 15th, and we're going through the end of the event. So September
it's definitely
4th.
for one of the best charities in town.
Come on,
It's,
people.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll see this one on there
Ben,
too.
thank you, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
guys.
joining
Great having you
us.
guys.
Brian, thank you.
Brian, you're awesome.
Yeah, Brian.
Get out of here. Get in here.
Come
Say
say
goodbye.
goodbye.
Guys, that's it. We will see you
Come see these
tomorrow
guys.
morning. Tomorrow, Jim. Tomorrow morning.
The gift cards are poker chips.
Tomorrow morning on the
Oh
Fox
my
26
gosh.
Morning Show, we're kicking it off. Katie and I, 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. 2 incredible restaurants. We'll see you in the morning. Bye.
See you
Hey,
guys. Woo!